Hey guys, this is my 1120 point list of Thousand Suns. Over here we have an exalted sorcerer. We play a patrol detachment. Then I have here a 11-man squad of rubrics, Icon of Flame, Soul Reaper, and 11 additional Warp Flamer. Over here we have 5 Terminators with Hellfire Missile Rack and Soul Reaper Cannon. Over here we have again 10-man rubrics, Soul Reaper, Icon of Flame. And over there we have a Hellforged Contemptor Dreadnought with Multi-Melter and Siege Claw. So that's my 1120 point list for today's match.
And so how many command points is that total?
3.
3 plus the 3?
No,
or total 3?
Total 3, because it's just patrol.
Okay, awesome. Alright, we welcome Daniel to the channel. He brought his Blood Angels army, so he's going to take you through that right now.
Here we have the Blood Angels ready to face the traitorous Thousand Sun Legion. It is a 1120 point. It is a battalion detachment, giving me a total of 6 command points. Here we have Chief Librarian Mephiston with his plasma pistol and his sword. We have the standard captain with the mastercrafted bolt gun and a relic blade. We have the tech marine with the power axe and the servo harness. We have 2 10-man squads of tac marines with heavy flame, both with heavy flamers and flamers. The captain of the sergeant of the first squad has an inferno pistol and a power sword. This captain of the second squad has a plasma pistol and a power sword. Then we have a six-man squad of scouts with sniper rifles, and then the Storm Raven gunship.
Okay, this game is going to be played with tactical mission objectives, so we're going to go ahead and roll to see who goes first and then determine deployment zone. We'll be back after deployment.
What is the location?
So we have rolled up. The deployment is Dawn of War, and the mission is Maelstrom of War, Cloak and Shadows. What you need to know about this is each player is going to have 3 tactical objectives. They will be held secretly and will only be revealed when it is scored. Additionally, there is cover of darkness. If you're shooting at a unit more than 18 inches away, it's -1 to hit. Lastly, stratagems. You can use flares for 1 command point. You select a unit on the board, and then you do not suffer the -1 to hit that unit. Obviously, we are playing the match play rules, so that stratagem can only be used once. As far as objectives, we have objective number 1 in this building here. Move over to objective 5 on top of the landing platform, and objective 3, second floor of this building. In the mid board, we have objective number 2, objective number 4, and then lastly, objective number 6 right behind the chapel. So, they've rolled off. Have you rolled off yet?
No.
They have not rolled off yet. We're going to go over deployment real quick and then we'll roll off to see who goes first. We're using the upcoming chapter approved method of person who dropped his last drop first gets +1. That will be Simon's Thousand Suns. So Daniel, what you got going on over there?
Alright, so I've got my tac squads set up to move forward. With Mephiston guiding this tactical squad and the captain guiding this tactical squad. We have these snipers here set up on the objective ready to plink away at whatever comes after them, as well as the Storm Raven gunship sitting here waiting to move forward, set up to be able to pivot with the tech marine inside in case the ship needs to drop into hover and the tech marine needs to do some repairs.
Okay. Mephiston's Warlord trait?
Mephiston's Warlord trait is the +1 attacks on the charge.
And his psychic powers?
He has Smite, Blood Boil, Shield of Sanguinius, and Unleashed Rage, because he's allowed 3 psychic powers from the Sanguinary.
He is very good. Okay, Simon's deployment over here.
Over here there are my Thousand Suns. They're mostly focused on my right flank, opposing to Daniel's left flank. Everything is compact to each other. Here's the one squad without the Warp Flamer 10-man squad of rubrics. Then here is the second one, and here is the Dreadnought, and the Terminators are in Deep Strike reserves.
Alright.
As psychic powers on my Exalted, I have Prescience and Warp Time.
Okay, and all the aspiring sorcerers get the mini smite.
The mini smite, yes.
And your warlord trait?
Is the 6-up ignore wound.
Okay, so gentlemen, if you want to roll off to see who's going first, Simon, you get +1 to your roll. Good luck. I see a 3 and a 2, so it's a tie. We'll do it again. Obviously, deploying first still matters because they tied again, a 5 and a 6. Daniel thinks he should be winning, but he's not. And a 6 and a 2, is that 6?
6.
It's a 7, actually.
All right, so Simon will go first. Daniel, would you like to try to steal the initiative? On a 6-up, folks. And that is a 6. So the initiative has been stolen. Let's go on to turn 1.
Alright, so for first round of movement, the first thing I did is the Storm Raven flew right into the middle of his formation, getting ready to lay some fire down. Next, the squad of tactical marines and the captain moved forward, advancing. However, the tactical squad was only able to advance a little bit, and the captain stayed behind less than he could move to keep up with the squad. Over here, the tactical squad and Mephiston moved forward to attempt to seize the objective, getting forward quite a bit, with the scout squad staying behind in the building.
All right, next up, Blood Angel's Psychic Phase.
During the psychic phase, Mephiston manifested Unleashed Rage on the tactical squad of Marines, giving them +1 attack. He had also attempted to bless them with the Shield of Sanguinius. However, he was unable to get it off. Alright, so at the end of the shooting phase, the Storm Raven gunship was able to take out the Dreadnought with his twin multi-melta and his twin las cannons, blowing it up in the name of the Empire and proving that the Thousand Sons worship a false god and they need to die. The snipers were able to take out one of the Thousand Sons infantry guys with a sniper rifle shot to the head. However, he was able to shrug off the other wounds they dealt to him. Everyone else advanced, and there was not close enough for an assault or any morale phase needed, and there was nothing scored on my part.
Okay, importantly, the Storm Raven did use one of your command points as you rerolled
Yes.
the wounds for the last cannon, so that helped you out. But now you're down to 5.
Now I'm down to 5.
All right, so turn 1,000 Suns. Let's see if they will have their revenge.
Hey guys, this is first round 1000 Suns movement phase. Actually everything stayed still. I just dip stroke over there my Terminators. That's my movement, and now we are going on to 1000 Sun lovely psychic phase. Hey guys, so this is a psychic phase turn of the 1000 Suns. With all the smites from this small guy here, the bigger guy, and the small aspiring over here, stripped away just 3 mortal wounds. Mephiston couldn't deny this smite over here, but then over there, the warp time, which I used as chaos stratagem, the chaos mercenary just replaced his smite with warp time. He could deny this one, and the prescience of this guy didn't go off on this guy. So this is the psychic phase of 1000 Suns turn 1. Okay, this is 1000 Suns turn end turn of turn 1. So we have shooting, and moral phase will still come. All the shooting, I used also Veterans of the Long War stratagem on these guys, plus combined with this shooting, stripped away I think like 7 wounds or more, 9 wounds of the Storm Raven.
Down to 5.
Down to 5. Lots of good rolls for armor saves.
What does Veterans of the Long War do for that squad, Simon?
It does +1 for wound rolls.
Yeah,
so
it was very helpful.
It was very helpful for this way. And over there, my Terminators shoot everything into this tactical squads. Again, good rolls, and 3 guys are living. So now we're going to moral phase, so then I'll just have to roll a die.
Alright, anything but a 6, he's good. Daniel also used another command point during the phase, so he is 1 less. What are you down to, 4?
4 command points.
Okay, alright, here's his morale test. 1, they are solid. Alright, so we go to Simon, do you score any cards?
Not yet.
Okay, so right now the score is 1-0 in favor of the Blood Angels because they got first blood. We'll go on to Blood Angels.
But I will discard 1 card for the next card.
Don't tell us what it is because it's secret. Cloak and Shadows. Alright, Blood Angels, turn 2.
Alright, for the movement phase, the tactical squad in the center moved up behind the church with the enemy heretics in sight, keeping that objective and holding the line. Mephiston moved back to face off against the Terminators to attempt to smite those evil foes.
Oh, yeah, that might have been a mistake.
No, yeah, moving them was a mistake. Sorry. Moved the snipers up out of the way and moved this tactical squad into the building with the objective there.
And lastly, the Storm Raven.
Storm Raven turned and fled from the fight, heading over towards the building.
Okay, so one thing that we did not note is at the end of Simon's turn 1, Daniel scored defend objective 6. He held it for 2 consecutive turns. That gave him 2 more points, so he's actually sitting at 3 points to Simon's 0 right now. So we'll see what comes next on the Psychic phase.
End of the Blood Angel Psychic phase, Mephiston, preparing himself to do battle with these heretics, put the Shield of Sanguinius on himself, giving him a 4-up cover save, and then cast Smite at the Terminator, Thousand Sun Terminators, dealing a death blow to one of them.
So that is a 4-up invulnerable save, right? Invulnerable save?
That is correct.
Okay, so he's going to need it, I think. We shall see as we move on to the shooting phase.
Shooting phase. Blood Angel shooting. The snipers managed to get off a number of good shots against the Terminators that dropped in the back, taking out 3 of them with their shots. Mephiston tried to fire off, but he was unable to hit anyone.
Well, he hit him. Roll a 1 to wound after you overcharge his pistol.
Yeah.
Valiantly spend a command point
to try to reroll it again. Still rolled a 1 on the second roll.
Yep.
The tactical squad shot at the heretics over there. Rerolling their 1s that they rolled because they're within 6 inches of the captain. They were able to hit, do damage. However, the heretics were able to do some sort of sorcery by the gods of chaos and their destruction, and ended up negating the wounds altogether.
Well, how they say that, Simon?
Tzeentch trickery.
I thought all is dust, but Tzeentch trickery works as well. Alright, so we're on the assault phase. We'll see how that goes.
On the assault phase, Mephiston, with his channeling the power of the Emperor, leaped into the Terminators, swinging his mighty blade, striking them all down, returning them to the dust that they are.
He wiped those guys out. Simon gets his revenge, though. He has scored Defend Objective 3, giving him 2 points. And so now the score is Daniel 3, Simon 2, as we go on to Thousand Suns, turn 2.
So hey guys, this was a movement of Thousand Suns turn 2. I just moved my 2 Rubik squads into this isolated marine squad over there with the captain, and we will do now some work done.
Alright.
Hey guys, this is Psychic Phase turn 2000 Suns. I did manage to strip some wounds via some small smites over here. Icon of Flame unfortunately didn't cause any wounds. And the sorcerer, the exalted, enhanced this guys with prescience, but was unable to cast smite on a free. So this was Thousand Suns, turn 2 psychic phase, now going to shoot. Okay, this is the end of Thousand Suns turn 2. We skipped moral and assaults because there was none. In the end, I destroyed with all the shooting here, the captain and the tactical squad over there. In the end, giving me no prisoners and overwhelming firepower. And Daniel scored defend objective 2, so points wise is 5-4 for Daniel still.
All right, Blood Angels turn 3 coming up.
The first thing that happened in the movement phase is Mephiston moved up, advancing towards the enemy now that he has cleared out the backfield. The attack Marines moved over to meet up with him, putting a little bit of distance between them and the heretics. And scout troop stayed still, standing where they're at. And over here, the tech Marine jumped out of the ship, moving up towards the objective. And the Storm Raven moved in to hover above the building.
All right, next up, Blood Angels psychic phase.
Mephiston prepared his men for the oncoming rush of the Thousand Suns, giving his troops the Shield of Sanguinius, giving them the 4-up invulnerable save, and unleashing the rage on himself, which gives him +1 attack. So he has base 5 and 6 on the charge. Where did the death come from? Oh, so with the shooting phase, the snipers were unable to significantly wound anything. However, the Storm Raven gunship was able to fire off its last cannon, killing one of the Rubric Marines, returning him to the dust he belongs.
Okay, so
I'll pick it up.
no assaults at this point, right?
No assaults.
No morale, because
No
Simon
morale.
only lost 1. Did we score any points on either side?
I secured objective 1,
Oh, that sneaky little tech marine back there.
and I advanced. I had no units in my deployment zone.
So that's 2 points for Daniel as we go on to Thousand Suns turn 3.
Hey guys, this is Thousand Suns turn 3 movement phase. The squad from over here went here back. This squad of rubrics just went over here. And now we go to Thousand Suns psychic phase. So this is Thousand Suns turn 3 psychic phase. I managed to strip one guy with a small smite away from the tactical squad. The big smite from the exalted was banished, but the exalted get done to enforce his guys with prescience. So this was Thousand Suns turn 2 psychic phase. So hey guys, this is the end of turn 3 Thousand Suns. Everything we just had here 4 shots of the rubrics. Over there, killing in the end just 1 marine. And in the end, after the turn, no moral, no charges, I scored objective 3. So we are now, I think, 75 or how much do you have? 75.
It was the Blood Angels Shield of Sanguinius that saved 2 of the 3 wounds that the Vultures did on them, so it was a good play by Daniel. Alright, so we're on to Blood Angels turn 4 in a very tight game.
So, with the movement phase for the Blood Angels, what they did is the Tech Marine moved down a level closer to the Storm Raven and was able to repair 2 wounds on the ship.
That was the roll right there.
The Mephiston and the squad of Blood Angel Tactical Marines stayed where they are, as did the Sniper Scouts.
Alright, on to the Psychic phase.
For the Blood Angel Psychic phase, Mephiston will cast Shield of Sanguinius on the Tactical Marines, but those tricky Zinch fellows decided that they didn't like that and kept it from going off. He was, however, able to unleash the rage within himself, giving him a +1 attack.
On to the shooting phase.
So the shooting phase, the sniper shot at the squad once again, unable to do anything. The bolters in the tactical squad also shot off, but were unable to significantly wound these followers of Tzeentch. However, the Storm Raven was able to take one more out of the fight with its multi-meltas, killing one.
Alright, so there are no assaults, and there is no need for morale phase. Daniel does not score any points at the end of this turn, neither does Simon. Daniel did discard one of his secret cards. We don't know what it was, but we assume he could not score it. So right now I'm tracking the score as 7-5.
Yes.
As we go to
Turn
Thousand
4.
Suns, turn 4.
Hey guys, this is Thousand Suns turn 4 movement phase. Actually, I just shuffled around the guys from the building here outside, and these guys just moved around here. So let's go to the psychic phase of Thousand Suns turn. Thousand Suns psychic phase turn 4. With the small aspiring sorcerer, I was ready to manage. I could manage to get the big smite on an 11, causing 2 damage. The prescience didn't go off, and the big smite version of the Exalted was banned by Mephiston.
Alright, on the shooting phase, turn 4.
Okay, turn 4 shooting, and we are going also to moral phase. So the 2 Rubiks were able to see the Storm Raven making some hits, but no woundings overall. And here the Rubik Squad annihilated 5 tacticals. We will force now Daniel for a moral check.
Killed 3 in the shooting phase, 2 in the psychic phase. Daniel has a leadership of 8 over there. So
9, because Mephiston is over there.
Does Mephiston help him?
I think he has
Mephiston does
plus
not.
1.
No.
No? Okay. Sorry, my bad, guys.
That's okay. So Daniel's checking something. He needs to roll a 3 or less here
But he
to
can
not lose
reroll.
any guys.
3 or less. Go ahead.
Roll the dice. The people are waiting. 5, so you lose 2.
I get to reroll because of And They Know No Fear.
And they shall know no fear indeed. Let's see. Don't be a 6. Another 5. That's
2
good.
more are gone.
So I can use a command point though.
No, because you can't reroll that
Okay.
reroll. Okay. So 2 more guys. That leaves him with his, I don't know who are you going to take here? Takes away the sergeant, leaving the heavy flamer. Alright, Blood Angels, before we go on to Blood Angels turn 5, Simon does not score any points. Daniel is showing me defend objective 1. Objective 1 is where? Back there with his Tech Marine. That's in there. 2 points for Daniel. Well done, sir. Alright, Blood Angels turn 5. Let's see if they can hang on and win this thing out. Blood Angels turn 5 shooting and Psychic Phase. Take us through the Psychic Phase first.
Psychic phase, first thing Sanguinius did was cast.
That's not Sanguinius. Or
First
is
thing,
it?
the first thing
I'm
Mephiston.
playing against that Primarch.
The first thing that Mephiston did was he manifested Unleash Rage on himself, giving him +1 attack. He attempted to smite the Rubric Marines, however he failed to cast it and get it off.
Alright.
With the shooting phase, the heavy flamer engulfed them in flame. I killed one at that point, didn't I?
No.
Nope.
Yeah, all his dust kicked in,
Yeah.
and then you shot your plasma pistol.
Is that where he died?
Yep.
Plasma pistol was the one that killed Mephiston, not Sanguinius. Mephiston managed to kill one with the plasma pistol.
No, totally not. The Storm Raven made all the wounds.
You lost 4 guys this round. One of them
Yeah.
was the plasma pistol.
No,
Absolutely.
Yeah. And then the Storm Raven was able to fire off its last cannons, its multi-meltas, and its Storm Strike missiles, managing to kill 3 guys as it did so.
Yeah, that Tech Marine, hard at work, has repaired it, so you only needed 4s to hit. Managed to kill 3 guys with that. Simon did make 1 save. These snipers managed to do a wound, but Simon saved that on his sorcerer. So, any assaults? I think we do have an assault coming. So
They are assaults.
all right, we'll be back to you in the assault phase and see if Mephiston can make it.
So they did make a valiant attempt to charge the enemy. Mephiston took the overwatch, did not receive any wounds. However, he failed to make his charge, only getting a 3 after the reroll. After I spent a command point rerolling, only got a 4 in the end.
So that leaves you with 1 command point, if I'm not mistaken.
That is correct.
The attack marine, who was within 8 inches, opted not to charge in as he was looking at the warp flamer in the Overwatch as well. He probably wouldn't have done as well as Mephiston. Mephiston rolled a 6 on a save after Simon hit him with the, what's that crazy weapon, Simon?
Soul Reaper.
The Soul Reaper. Okay, so we're going to go straight to the morale phase. Simon, you have lost 4 of your dust
Bunnies.
indeed.
I need a 4. 5.
The 5.
I'll lose 1 more.
Okay. And then Daniel, you did not score anything this turn.
I did not.
Simon, you did not score
No.
anything. I believe the score is 9 for the Blood Angels and 5 for the Thousand Suns. Bottom of turn 5, maybe the last turn. Let's see if Simon can do some magic.
Okay, we are now in the assault phase of the Thousand Suns turn 5. So recapitulating psychic phase, I just managed to get prescience on these guys. Smiting these tacticals, either I didn't manifest it or Mephiston denied them. Then in the shooting phase, a lot of shots.
Well, your small sorcerer over here finally was able to get a smite off to kill him. So all the shots went into Mephiston at that point.
Yes. So Warp Flamer, Warp Flame Pistol, Soul Reaper, and all the shots from this troop over here just could manage a strip of 2 wounds. So he is now to 2 wounds. Statistically should be actually dead, but those damn roads.
Yep, those.
And now we go
Chance
for...
So in the assault phase, Simon tried to charge that 3-man squad. They failed their 5-inch charge. He rolled a 4. But his sorcerer didn't make it in after that. So we're going to capture this one on film because this is a big one, folks. Mephiston, Lord of Death versus Sorcerer of Tzeentch. Obviously, the Sorcerer of Tzeentch will be going first. And this could be decisive.
So 4 attacks, hitting on 2s, I think. Was it on 2s? Yes, on 2s.
Let's roll them right over here, Simon. Hitting on 2s, that's 4.
4 hits. Because he has a 4 save plus 2, so strength 6.
Winning on 3s.
3
so full house.
Full house. So D3 damage.
-2, right?
-1.
-1. So it is a 3-up save for Mephiston. He needs to make these because it is a D3 damage. Uh-oh. He failed 2, folks.
Using my last command point.
Last command point by Daniel. Fails again, so Simon, 2d3 damage.
I can't...
Well, yeah, you can still get your 5 up, right? It's possible, but not probable. 4 points, so Daniel, you gotta make 3 5-up saves here, buddy. Otherwise, the Lord of Death is just dead. Out of command points. Shake, shake, shake.
He's dead.
He's dead.
He is dead. Slay the Warlord for the Thousand Suns. Simon, you can consolidate 3 inches towards the closest visible enemy.
No, actually, I stay like it is.
Stay like it is. So, Simon, at the end, we know you get 1 point for Slay the Warlord.
And I get Aerial Denial.
Go ahead and put that down here.
That's over here.
Oh, that's a good one, too, because this means Simon's going to get D3 points for this.
Because on the center, I'm in 6 inches. Plus, there is no enemy unit in 12 inches away.
Oh, this could be a major swing, folks.
So let's roll it.
Points. A 6. Tzeentch coming through. I don't know what that puts the score at, but it has to be close. So we're going to calculate the score, and then...
With Warlord Kill, it's 9-9.
Well...
I had 5, you have 9.
And I have Linebreaker.
Still, but we have to go for a turn.
You have to roll for the last turn.
Okay, so since Daniel went first, that means Simon gets to roll to see if the game continues. On a 1 or a 2, it will end, folks. And it will continue. So we go to turn 6. The score is 9-9. Let's see what happens next. Top of turn 6, this death match, which has gone back and forth, continues to roll along. So Daniel, at the bottom of your turn, what do we got?
We have the snipers attempted to shoot the warlord, but were unable to do any lasting wounds on him.
That's after they retreated back into the
That's
building.
after they retreated back in the building. However, the Storm Raven, seeing the death of Mephiston, enraged, flew forward, shot with the last cannons, did not manage to do any damage. However, with the multi-meltas was able to do 6 damage, killing the warlord.
Yeah, Simon made one of the saves, missed the other one, so the warlord is dead. Do you score any of your cards at this point? Let's go ahead and check that. Killing the warlord, of course, gets Daniel 1 point. Pretty great tactic, moving them into the corner, the ruins, and having that tech priest jump out, heal them back up to...
I did not score any points on that.
No points. Right now the score is 10-9 as we go into Thousand Suns, turn 6. Be right back. Thousand Suns, turn 6 recap.
So everything just moved here to grab this objective, these troops. They just moved a little bit forward, and the combined firepower of all rubrics just managed to strip off 3 wounds. So yeah, I made 1 point, so I'm 10-2.
So Simon secured objective 5. Daniel did actually have the card to secure objective 4 last turn, so he cashed that in. And the score is now, I believe, 11-10.
I have 10.
You have 10.
Yes.
And Simon, you have 10?
I should have 10, yes.
Alright, so this time, Daniel gets to roll to see if the game continues. On a 1, 2, or 3, it ends. On a 4, 5, or 6, we go to the final turn 7.
We go.
We go to a last turn. Zinch is happy. We'll see you back for the last turn.
Right. The Blood Angels turn 3.
Turn 7.
Turn 7. The snipers were able to take out the remaining 3 Rubric Marines with their sniper rifles.
Did 2 mortal wounds.
The Storm Raven focused all of its firepower, its multi-meltas, its twin las cannons, and its Storm Strike missile on the Rubrics, only able to kill 1.
And no assaults, no morale. Daniel has double-checked his cards this time. Doesn't score any points. So we're at 10 all for the final game turn. Thousand Suns coming up.
So turn 7, Thousand Suns. As you can see, the big scary bird is away. Unfortunately, I couldn't smite him. I put every shooting what I have: Warflame pistols, Soul Reapers, Inferno bolters, everything what I got in this squad. Managed to remove 5 wounds. So, and then was charging him, and the rubrics finished the Storm Raven gunship off. So in total, I scored 1.
Well, I mean, that's important, right?
Yes.
That card right there, Big Game Hunter.
And guys, folks, unfortunately, I had 2 more spaces for drawing, and I draw secure objective 1 2 times, which is actually over there.
A little Tech Marine hidden in
Yes.
the corner. Well, what a game. If I'm not mistaken, Daniel, how many points you got?
I have 11 points.
Simon, how many points do you have?
11.
11-11 draw. Wow. Not much left on the board. Very exciting. Please join us for the post-game commentary. I think we got a lot to talk about.
He had 1 more troop than I had left. 1 more model on the board.
That's not a tiebreaker. You know who called it? Piper. She said it was going to be a draw, and it was a draw. See you at the post-game.
Hey guys, so this is the post-battle wrap-up. What can I say? First of all, the rolling off for who goes first. 2 times drawing. Then I got the roll, and what happens? He sees the initiative, so that was bad.
The Emperor protects and guides.
But Zinch gives and takes sometimes. That's a Zinch. You never know his twisted ways.
Whereas you know the Emperor is always going to protect and guide you.
Yes. We will talk about this later. Okay, so of course, because of this stealing initiative, he was able to knock out my Hellforged Dreadnought. So unfortunately, he couldn't perform anything. Well, the rest, how I have to say, tactical objectives, they're nice, but I think the format of ITC that you have tactical objectives plus victory points for killing units is handy, because in my case we played maybe Cloak and Cleanses, but of the draws of my objectives it was approximately 50% cards which I couldn't actually use. For example, I had several times, like I had 2 times secure objective 4, defend objective 4, which was where his scouts were. Then I had defend objective 1, and 2 times in the last round of secure objective 1, which was where his tech marine was. So, and domination, of course, I had 2 times inside there. So, well, tactical objectives was not so good for me, but I could manage to make a draw of it. My personal MVP was the Exalted Sorcerer, because he just finished out Mephiston with his staff. It was like stabbing like this. And yeah, overall, okay, Icon of Flame this time couldn't do anything. Well, I had some rolls, but it's 10 points. I don't mind it, it's looking cool. Sometimes it shrugs off some mortal wounds, sometimes not. The Psychic phase was this time a little bit Medicore. Either I couldn't manifest psychic powers, or I just rolled in a way that Daniel could just easily deny. Yes, and well, Daniel, what's your thoughts about the game?
So, again, stealing the initiative was very good for me, because I was able to move the Stormraven right up there and kill that Dreadnought right off the bat. So we will never know if it would have managed to actually do anything for the game. I'm guessing it probably would have. So I am still happy with taking it off the board before the end of my first shooting phase. It was unfortunate how much you managed to get shot off at it before, knocking it down a number of wounds. However, I was able to get it over to the corner where the Tech Marine was able to heal enough wound points where I was able to witness the death of Mephiston come rushing out and kill off the Exalted Sorcerer, able to...
So he would get now a Death Company.
So he would have moved to the Death Company, most likely. However, he made a tactical error in not moving away from your Rubric Marines, and you were able to take him down in the end.
Yeah, we have to mention that he moved his Stormraven in hover mode, because otherwise, he couldn't do this one then. So that's why he moved in hover mode. So that's why I could charge him. So he had to make this decision. So as I did. So, and at least I could draw it.
Yeah. So I will, however, say before we started, you recommend that I not play the Stormraven, because it is a rather expensive ship. How I have it set up with the twin multi-meltas and the twin las cannons, it is over 300 points to play it.
312, I think.
It's about 312. However, I will say that even just being able to take out the Dreadnought right away, and then ending up able to take out the Exalted Sorcerer, I will say that it was worth the point. It also managed to pick off a number of the Rubric Marines here and there. Not quite a lot, because it's more of a single point of damage dealer than it is a wave dealer.
I think the Stormraven gunship, maybe it's costly, I don't deny this one, but still it's a fire magnet.
It is.
I can't ignore it, because, I mean, then he's hitting on 2s.
It's on 3s.
On 3s all
and
the time.
Wounding on 2s.
Yes.
For most things.
And, for example, it was also hard for me, because I didn't have any dedicated anti-air, so, well, this also plays for its own. But I still think the Stormraven is not bad, because as I mentioned before, it's a fire magnet.
Yeah.
I can't ignore him, so your other squads will be
A little bit safer.
Yes, we'll be safer. Yes.
Also, I will say that the scouts were by far my MVP of the game.
Yeah.
They put a lot more damage out than most people would normally expect out of a scout squad. I will say that I've always loved the sniper rifles. Even in 7th edition, I like playing the scouts with the sniper rifles. In 8th edition, with the addition of the rule that on a 6 they deal a mortal wound on top of the wound.
That was insane. How many 6s you roll on this wound roll? That's
what really helped me out this time. Is what gave me the ability to.
But we also have to talk about your dice rolls. They were also over average sometimes. It was crazy.
So I did roll rather well on points where it mattered. Didn't roll well on points where it did matter. Did not roll well in the end when it mattered, trying to keep the Storm Raven alive. Also, to echo what Simon said, I did actually draw a lot of tactical objective cards that I couldn't get either. I kept getting secure objective 5 and objective 3, which is back where he had his Marines most of the time. I could have possibly maneuvered over there with the Storm Raven and the Tech Marine, but it would have taken a couple more turns, and I wanted to get that Exalted Sorcerer off the battlefield as fast as I could.
So, do you have anything to add?
I do not. 11-11 draw. Just so you know, this is my second game that I've played against Simon, and this is the first time that I've come close to winning. If we'd ended on turn 5 or turn 6, I would have taken the game. It's taking it to turn 7, and then I will say you did get a really good roll with the getting the 6 and getting the D3 victory points for the.
Yes, this was my lucky one. What's my lucky shot?
Yeah. For having that center area.
Yes, so it was really cool. That mission really saved my ass literally. So, well, that's all for it. So I hope you enjoyed the battle report. Please let some comments below. Maybe if we made some mistakes, some tactical errors, just give us hints and keep on watching.
Hit that subscribe button as well as the notification so you can know when new videos are coming on.
Bye.